What's up,
So I'm
motherfucker?
very upset about this new Resident Evil franchise that they're releasing. It's just it's humiliating
Oh
to the old
Lord!
Resident Evil games. Like if you look at the character designing in the new
Oh
Resident Evil game, it's just like, what did they do to Leon? What did Leon do to deserve this discrimination, this humility by Capcom? It's a huge letdown. And they expected to win Game of the Year. They expected to win any awards at all with the character designs that they added in this Resident Evil
Listen
franchise.
here,
Like,
bitch boy!
on top of that, we have this new Resident Evil 3 remake being released in April, and I am just
Is that a
purely,
promotion?
I'm just, upset
Is that a
because
promotion?
it's like, how can you do this? Capcom doesn't care about the true Resident Evil fans, and it's clearly shown time and time again. All these fake Resident Evil fans that came from Fortnite, and then they came to the new Resident Evil game. They are like, oh my God,
Can you,
it's an amazing game.
emphasize that a little bit more?
Well, yes, let me explain.
transitioning?
So these players, these gamers, these new era gamers, okay, the ones that go with the trends, these gamers, they think that going with the flow is just, it's gonna fix something. It's gonna make it all right. No, it doesn't make it all right, because when they're destroying a game,
What if they just want to enjoy the game, you know?
a game that was initially supposed to be created for the major fan base has now been a major letdown to the fan base. It's saddening. It's disgusting to the fans. The real fans of Resident Evil games. And it's just like, if you look at the character designing, you're just thinking like, what did we do to deserve such an absurd character designing from
The
Capcom?
Last of Us is an example of this as well.
Yeah, of course. It's like.
They killed my man Joel.
It's just like what they did with Last of Us. It's disgusting. It's what are you doing? It literally, it's like, it's a huge letdown to the real fans, and no one understands that. And many people have said themselves. Many rational people have said themselves, not just freaking, fake YouTubers for clout. No, we're talking about actual, YouTubers. Like, they've agreed. And these aren't big channels, of course, because the people that have huge channels, they go for the clout. They go for what the, majority wants. And for now these days, these stupid kids, they're not real fans of The Last of Us. They're not real fans of Resident Evil. No, they're just after, oh my God, they want to make stupid ideas, and these stupid companies like Naughty Dog and Capcom, they actually fall for it. Like, if you look at what they did with Leon's character designing, it's just absurd. It's disgusting. Look at what they did with Jill Valentine. Such a freaking iconic character. They destroyed these characters. If you look at Leon, like, you're not even gonna know that it's Leon. It's disgusting. It's like, what is going on, and what am I playing?
You told me earlier you enjoyed the new style.
I never said I enjoyed the new style. I said that they destroyed this character design, and it's just disgusting. It's like, what did we do to deserve this? And now,
no, Jamils, relax, man. I understand. Look, you see, the thing is that these games are fucking atrocious now, and it's just. I understand. You're like an old school gamer,
No. It's not even about that. It's about for generations to come. The real fans of Resident Evil games, they deserve a better Resident Evil game. Initially, a game that actually sticks to the story, a game that actually sticks to the previous character design. So you can't just take like an iconic character like Batman or Superman and just turn them into some random thing that no one ever would expect them to be. Like, for example, making Batman black. Does it make sense? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to play the race card here, okay? But it just doesn't, it wouldn't make sense, and it wouldn't be fitting for Batman to be black, okay?
Okay, let's take a short intermission.
Like imagine.
That is quite controversial. You gotta chill the fuck
Like
out.
imagine Trump being an Asian. It makes no sense. Like, imagine. Okay, no, sorry. Imagine Trump being an illegal immigrant.
You fucking lunatic. This guy's a fucking ludicrous bastard, man.
Like, imagine imagine in the second Last of Us game, like, you know, we're diehard fans. I'm a diehard fan, and you're a diehard fan of Last of Us franchise. So just imagine they take Joel's character and they clean shave him in Last of Us 2. Would you not be mad? Imagine they like remove one of his eyes. it's absurd, you know. And this is exactly.
In the new game.
Sorry, what was that?
You're saying Joel can't get a little bit of a fucking tan?
I never talked about a tan. I said remove one of his eyeballs, and you're gonna be like, this is not Joel, and just remove his beard from the second game. It wouldn't be fitting.
Example, you know, referring back to the Batman example, a black Batman would generally just be fucking creepy, you know. So how would a black
imagine a black Batman? He's like. Like no, like it's.
You might as well just say I'm black man. Like
yeah, exactly, and that's what the. I'm just joking. No, I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna cut that out. But like, I was just joking about that, guys. I didn't really mean that. Batman could be fucking Mexican for all I care. But hey, you know, my point here is these fake fans come from these random games they've been playing. Aside from Resident Evil, they don't really know what Resident Evil is about, you know.
Oh shit! I killed
But they suddenly, you know, they arrive at this conclusion that they have the right to judge, or they're certified, you know, to decide where this franchise is gonna go. You know, they're literally throwing the franchise of Resident Evil in the garbage. It's at this point, it's just saddening. It's like, why is this happening? Like, literally, I played Resident Evil 2 when I was starting 5 years old until now. Okay, I've been a huge fan of Resident Evil games. I've played every single one.
By the way, are you like an old fucking man or like?
No, I'm 19 years old. Okay, I grew up playing video games. My first console was the Nintendo NES, and then a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Nintendo 64, GameCube. You know, I played all of the. Growing up, I played all of the original consoles. I played every single Resident Evil game, okay? You cannot tell me that they can just take Leon's character and destroy it, okay? It's befitting, it is disgusting, and it is the girth of humanity's mental decline, okay? It's disgusting, it's sickening to the true fans of this Resident Evil franchise. You cannot take Leon's character design and just destroy it. Look at what they did. If you played Resident Evil 2 Remake, you would understand that it's just disgusting. It is a humiliation, okay? Because if you go to Kendo's gun shop in the new Resident Evil Remake, you will see Kendo, and he is with his daughter, but it just doesn't fit the scene. It doesn't make any sense, okay? Literally, just like compare it to the old game, how Leon walks into the gun shop, and then he is pointed a gun towards him, and he says freeze right there, and it's more natural reaction compared to where he would be like, hey, freeze, what are you doing? You know, he's just had this whole weird accent. You're in Raccoon City. You're not in fucking Alabama that you're talking with that accent. It just doesn't make any sense. Kendo's character design was destroyed. The dialoguing in the game was destroyed. Okay, yeah, okay, of course, it's a remake. I get that. But the scenery was changed. I get that, you know, because considering that the old Resident Evil games had a locked-on camera angle, but yes, I get it. If this game was, you know, a rotating camera angle, that would just be that would fit the game. But in the case where they destroyed the character designs for the new Resident Evil games, it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, it really doesn't make any sense. And to consider that it's happening to the third Resident Evil game, it just doesn't make any sense.